it's Retroaction, and welcome back to a Transformers, and welcome to a Transformers Bootfair haul vid. Well, it's not just Transformers, but so yep. Over the last couple of weeks, since the 15th of May, we've been going across some boot fairs recently, and this is what we picked up over the weeks, the last couple of weeks. So yeah. So we went to Army Hall initially at first, and there was nothing. So yeah, so this is everything we've got from 15th of May till now, 13th of June 2021. We've just been to our 6th and 7th boot fairs, so this is what we've picked up so far. Yeah, boot fair has been quite fun. Now, one of the items here is not a boot fair item. It's just had to add it in because, well, why not? But yeah, that aside, the rest are from the boot fairs, or car boot sales. So here we go. We've had some considerable amount of stuff we've found at one of the boot fairs, though. Yeah, the other ones sort of got better as well. So anyway, right. So we started at Army Hall because we thought that was one of the best ones to go to at the time. On the 15th of May, we went to Army Hall, and there were a few Transformers. There's a few bits here and there, but it's mostly house stuff. But to cut it short, we found nothing. There was nothing there. We came back with nothing. We came back empty-handed. So, bit of a shame. There wasn't really nothing, because there was one Transformer, like one of the Titanium series ones. Blackout, I think it was. Transforming helicopter one from the movie line, or a Robot Hero, something like that. But that was it. There was next to nothing after that. So 1 week down the road, we changed it up a bit and went to Sprowston Park and Ride, and we found, well, it was a bit better. So at first, we were checking the stalls and we couldn't really see anything, but then we hit this huge we've hit this store that was completely full of Transformers, and I picked up Protoform Optimus Prime from the movie line. He's one of these special preview figures. He's incomplete, he's missing his weapon, but pretty good. Pretty good condition. That is meant to be there, I don't know why, but I thought that was the Mission to Cybertron one, but that's actually in grey, but to have the original was quite nice too. So I picked him up, he was £2, so pretty good. Good find, definitely. And then next to him, the first thing I was interested in picking up, but we ended up, after umming and ahhing over it a few times and seeing if it was worth it, we picked it up anyway, and that would be probably one of the biggest ones so far. But within this lot of Transformers, I picked up Energon Megatron. And he's a bit unstable because he's really back heavy. But there he is right there. There's Energon Megatron. And at first I thought it was Galvatron because I didn't really know it's from the Energon line. And it looks definitely like out of that cartoon now. But at the time we thought it was like a universe figure or something like that, along those lines. But I thought it was Galvatron, really. Obviously it was repainted as Galvatron, but in different colours. And in slightly different colours, and then purple and black, so later on. So we looked him up as Galvatron to check if he was worth buying. And on eBay it said there were only a couple of them, so we picked it up. Not knowing, of course, when we got back, it was Megatron. We found out it was Megatron, so it turned out there was quite a lot of him. So that's a bit of a shame. Sort of the worst purchase, if you will, but I kind of like it. I mean, he's pretty cool. He's along the lines of a G1 Skyquake, I think, which is what I like about him. I like the size of him. I mean, look at the legs and everything. It's very big. You don't get Transformers like that anymore. Pretty cool. He's like a Titan-sized guy. He's just like G1 Skyquake in some ways, with the swept-back wings. They don't fold up like Skyquake, unfortunately. I wish they did. It would save so much room. But it's pretty cool. I mean, the gimmick works in jet mode and everything, though one of them is bent. Bit of a shame. I don't know how that happened. And there are a few damage marks and everything. I mean, on the wings back there, you're not going to see it, but and he was £15, so yeah, a bit steep for this figure. It's a bit expensive, and kind of got ripped off there. Should have knocked him down. We haven't managed to yet. knock anyone down. We haven't had to since then. He's missing a horn, he's missing the guns. Actually, I don't really know if there's any point having the guns. But I've added some of my own and given him Breakaway's gun there. He also had retractable fists when we first bought him, but as you can see, they do not want to go in anymore. He does transform, he's pretty cool. Oh dear, the TIE fighter just fell over. Yeah, he's pretty cool, he's not bad, but I like his Megatron head sculpt. He's got a very good Megatron-esque head sculpt there. Really cool, but again, 15 quid was a bit much for him. Was a bit much for him. So after that, moving on, we decided to go to Sprowston Park and Ride again. No, we didn't actually. After that, we went on the Wednesday this time to Arminghall, as that's the only one on a Wednesday, because originally there were two Park and Ride boot fairs, but now they've combined it into only one for the meantime. Well, there's extensive building works going on at the other place, unfortunately. But at this boot fair, well, we found the guy we bought Megatron off again. We were seen again today. I've come across his stall about 5 times now. He seems to be the go-to for now. And at his stall we found quite a first really for our collection. But you won't believe it, within this stall we found our first Beast Wars figures. That's right. So within this tub of boxes that I digged through for days, we found Dinobot. We've got Beast Wars Dinobot, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, he's missing the shoulder pad things that go on the sides there. So apart from that, he is complete with the weapon, and now the sword was in there at the time, so it wasn't until later I realised he was complete. So really good find. I can't remember how much these were, to be honest. Were they a tenner each? I think all of these cost 20 quid, so there's quite a lot of them. So we got our first Beast Wars figures, which was pretty cool. So we got Dinobot there. He's a cool one. I really like him. He's definitely one of the most famous characters from the show. And I also picked up within the box Transmetal Pterosaur, which is quite cool because I literally saw a review on him, and the chrome is quite good as well. I don't know if it's supposed to be green or I don't know if that's discoloured or not, but either way I'm happy with it because he looks quite good. He's in quite good condition. But after digging through this box a few times, I managed to put myself together, and I couldn't believe it at the time. I mean, from going to have nothing at this boot fair to coming back with this was quite impressive. But believe it or not, from the same boot fair that was apparently rubbish 2 weeks before, I managed to put myself together a Magnaboss. And, wow, it was an incredible find. But it got much better once we transformed it, because we found out it had the missile and 3 of the other weapons, which is pretty good. And I'll come back to that later. Yeah, so I managed to transform it. They were all separate parts. I mean, Ironhide, Prowl, the Lion, Silverbolt and Ironhide, they're all in the box separately. Silverbolt was the only one to have the weapons, but I didn't realise the back of the Lion became a weapon as well. So all we're missing is the sword pieces now, the actual blade, and he's complete, so it's quite impressive. Yeah, so that was a really good find, and all that for 20 quid, £20 weren't too bad, so you can still find decent Transformers in 2021, that's for sure. Right, so moving on from him, I believe that's everything from those weeks anyway. But anyway, after all that, well, we popped down, well, Carl and Simon popped down the local Sue Rider, and we managed to find G1 Pyro. A really, really fantastic find. Now, unfortunately, it was broken and it was missing parts, but it does have the weapon system, and if I open it up, it has 5 of the 6 missiles. A really good find, incredible. We did super glue it back together because it was broken at the usual place, and I've given him that gun, so he doesn't transform anymore, unfortunately. but still a good find. And he cost £6, so incredible. And the gold plastic and everything was pretty good. So, but unfortunately, it's kind of annoying because the crotch was split in half, as you can see right there, through the cracks and everything. So, and there's a big crack. But yeah, really good figure. Really like him. So yeah, I can't believe we managed to find one. Incredible. The best find from any carpet, from any sale we've been, from any charity shop we've seen yet, put it that way. However, saying that, years before now, I did find a Visionary Skyclaw. So I could have picked that up as well, because I didn't know what that was at the time. But there we go. And anyway, from that, moving on to this week. So that was earlier, that was last week. I think it was last Saturday, I think, because they were on the work shift at Iceland, and they picked that up. And anyway, right, so moving on to this week. So, went back round to Sprowston Park and Ride again. Oh, by the way, the second time we went round, we didn't find anything, which was just before Mag the Boss. That's right, because I skipped a week there, sorry about that. But the week after Megatron, we went round again, and we couldn't see anything. We came back with nothing. I saw a Transformers Prime Wheeljack and a Predaking Voyager class. Wheeljack was a deluxe, and I saw Leadfoot, Power Core Combiners, and G1 Boss, but I already have him, and he was missing the engine, so he's not worth picking up. They weren't worth picking up, really. I could have picked up the Prime figure, they are worth quite a bit, but there we go. I skipped it over in the end. But anyway, moving on to this week's, and then obviously Mag the Boss and everything came after that. So this is the fourth time we've been to Sprowston Park and Ride, and I managed to pick up a boxed item. So at first there was nothing, kept looking today. We got up at 6:20, we got there for 7. The earliest we've been there so far. Unfortunately though, there wasn't as much as there had been last time, because it was quite a big boot fair. I mean, the first time we were there was no one set around the back. The second time we were there were people set all around the back. Same as last time. But this time, again, only half the place had been filled up, unfortunately. I mean, there were like 6-7 rows, but around the edges, there were loads of people last time, or loads of stalls, but there weren't this time, unfortunately. So the only thing we managed to pick up, though, and to be honest with you, it's quite a rarity at first. It's a first, really, in our Bootfair hauls. So far, we've managed to get quite a good bit. But anyway, so we couldn't find anything at first until around like the second to last row. This caught my eye, and that is a Star Wars Episode 1 Micro Machines Pod Racer Launchers set. That's right, Star Wars Micro Machines at a boot fair. Incredible. So I had to pick this up, and it was £3, so really good find. And it's got some of the build your own pod racers in there as well, which are rarity as well. So there you go, we've got some of them there. We've got the pod racer launchers themselves, as you can see. And I could demonstrate it quickly for you, because all you have to do is load it up. So not only did it come with the 2 pod racers it was meant to, it also came with extras and loads of extra parts and stuff. So for £3, it's really good deal. Really good find. But let's just see if this works quickly. Anyway, so it looks pretty good. Now this video's going to go on a bit too long if I show you how it works now. Could try it just quickly with this one. As you can see, what you do is you load it up in there and you fire it. That didn't work, did it? Like that. Pretty cool. That worked quite well, and for £3 it's a pretty good accessory. I haven't seen any Micro Machines at a boot fair up until this point, so I had to get that. The second I saw it, I thought, yep, I want them. So there you go, Micro Machines. Really cool. I like my Micro Machine stuff, especially Star Wars. So, and I like Action Fleet as well. Star Wars Micro Machines and Star Wars Action Fleet. Really like that. Not so much the Hasbro Micro Machines, but the Glue stuff and the Episode 1 Hasbro stuff ain't too bad. Force Awakens was a bit rubbish. Anyway, so that was all I picked up from that boot fair. So then me and Carl went round to Arming Hall again, and I found the only G1 I've managed to pick up. Within a little box of stuff, well, a big box of stuff, I found one of the Micromaster combiners. I think he's one from the Battle Squad, and obviously he's 1990s, so I've picked him up. He's missing the cannon, unfortunately, but I wanted him to go with, you know, Battlefield Headquarters and Countdown as a Decepticon, and also you could always combine him with others. So yeah, I picked him up. He was only 50p. The cheapest find so far. And then, last but not least, we managed to find these guys. Along with some Beanie Babies, but which we picked up because we thought they might be worth something, such as America and I don't know Beanie Babies that well, to be honest. Don't know why we bothered, but that was Carl's idea on that one. So there we go. Beanie Babies, Puffer, Twigs, Lips, and America, I believe they were. I think I might have missed one in there, but we picked up 5 of them. And Millennium, so there you go. They were £8, so you know. Thinking of getting money for like a Fortress Maximus with them, maybe. Because Beanie Babies are worth quite a bit, but it turns out the ones we got aren't, which is always the way. Oh, also, meanwhile I'm at it, Simon also did get me some Transformers comics. And so you got Marvel UK. I've got my Transformers Marvel UK collection there. And recently, I went over his yesterday. You know, where he filmed Space and everything, and I picked up these issues. Transformers and Visionaries. So we got 213, 217, 218, and 219. So we got these issues there. This is obviously not part of the Bootfair haul video, but this is what we've been picking up lately as well. So there you go. I just collected them. Really cool. Really like the Marvel UK, the Transformers Marvel UK comic. The best Transformers stories. Yeah, I really like this comic. It's my favourite to collect. And also I have the definitive G1 collection with some of these in them, but I want the individual issues because, well, rarity and everything. And I didn't manage to get all the definitive G1 collection I wanted, like Time Wars, because we cancelled it before then. So yeah. So anyway, picked them up. They were £6.95 each off eBay for the 4 of them, which is a bit expensive, but they're in good condition, so that's the main thing. And apparently there's more on their way as well, so I'm going to put them at the front there. So I've got issues 47 to about 146. I'm missing some in there, 147. So I've got some of the era of Unicron bits in there and some of Target 2006. I've got all that collected, Target 2006 and Age of Extinction, the final days of the US strip. I've got all that printed as part of the definitive G1 collection, but obviously the Marvel UK bits had the posters and everything, so it would be cool to pick them up. But they're quite rare. And the annuals, Wibbly had some of the annuals, and he also has some of the Target Masters, so I might have to pick them off. But might have to get them off him, but we'll see. Anyway, so moving on from that, we managed to come across the store we bought Megatron and Magnaboss off again. And talking of Magnaboss, I found Prowl's head, because it was missing when I transformed Magnaboss. It was stuck on another figure. I don't know if a kid played with it or what. Obviously I can't put it on him right now without decombining it, so that's not going to work. I have to put it off to the side with the accessories. Fortunately though, no sign of the missing bits from Magnaboss, but we have Prowl's head. Bit weird because some of the Kenner photos, because that is Kenner, all the Beast Wars stuff. Always good to have more Kenner bits, especially when it's Transformers. Can't go wrong with that combination. Can't go wrong there. A bit weird because they showed Magnaboss's head as Prowl's face in one picture of the prototype on the back of the box, and then they showed that head. It's called Prowl. In another picture underneath. So it's a bit strange, that one, but there we go. I also managed to pick up some stuff, some more Beast Wars Transformers, as you can tell from Prowl's head, that I skipped over the first time round because we'd brought Magnaboss and the others. After checking to see if there's any other bits of Tripredacus, I decided to get C-Clamp. He is missing a bit there, he's incomplete, but, you know, other than that, he's alright. He's got a bit of a shoulder joint coming away as well, in there. Just about to see it. Yeah, that's not too good, but I might find another one, but there you go. I decided to pick him up because none of the parts for Tripredacus are going. And obviously, I was hoping to get Tripredacus for Magnaboss because I prefer him, but there we go. Prefer Tripredacus, but unfortunately, he seems to be a bit rarer, so I picked him up after finding out that I couldn't see him anywhere else. And I also picked up, on the same note, Beast Wars Bone Crusher. Now, the gimmick works. What you do is you pull back there. But I don't know if that is the right missile. So, yeah, apparently he's supposed to come with a black one. So he's incomplete, but pretty cool. Now, the reason why I didn't pick him up to start with is because he was missing one of his hoofs. Or so I thought anyway, but this might be a different one, actually. I'm sure the one we saw before had the hoof broken off, but that one didn't, so. And luckily, in all the weeks since we brought Magnaboss, that was 2 weeks ago, I believe. Since then, they hadn't gone, so that's quite good. So yeah, we picked them up. More Beast Wars figures to add to the collection. And in the meantime, we went back to In Demand and we picked up, if I can get him for you. Where is he? He's in there somewhere. We actually picked up a GoBot. I think that might have been before Arming Hall. And the Endor Forest Ranger from Kenner Star Wars. We picked that up last month as well. Around the time we started going bootfairing. Going boot hunting. And we also managed to get Beast Wars Cyber Shark from In Demand. He was £12. So. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff I've been buying lately. Not as much as it had been off eBay, if we had got it off eBay, but still quite a decent amount. Well, anyway, I'm going to have to put all these back. That's been Retroaction with what we've been buying lately, and our Bootfair Horvid. Bootfair Horvid 1. 13th of the 6th, 2021. That's UK configuration, not US. So 13th of June 2021. Not, 6th of... That doesn't work, actually. Never mind. There's only one way you can do that number. Like 4th of the 1st, 2021, not 1st of the 4th, 2021, as it would be in the US. Because it would be January 1st, 2021 in the US, whereas here we say 1st of January, so there we go. Yeah, pretty good. That has been our Bootfair hauls. That's been our Bootfair pickups. I expect reviews on most of them coming soon. Obviously I can't do a review on Pyro after trying to fix it, but there we go. Not too bad, but I would like to get another front bit, the Pyro robot, just to make it transformable again, so we can transform it. But yeah, apart from that, it's been pretty good. I mean, Pyro in of itself is a fantastic pickup. Incredible. So that's where we've been the last 3 weeks. Yeah, been quite busy. Lots of reviews coming soon. Beast Wars finally arrives, and yeah, it's been Retroaction. So Alexa.